welcome to the HSF Digital Academy reaction video. This is for my students, and this one's actually a tester sample for Jen at the American Museum of Natural History. And I'm hopeful that you like this and that you think that the way that I'm doing this is cool and respectful to your guys' channel. And students, if you see this, it's because she's approved it. Jen, if you don't like this and you give me a thumbs down, this will not get posted out of respect. Okay, but if you students see this, that means that she said it was cool, and there'll probably be more videos from them coming if this is something that works, because I love this channel and it has lots of really cool information that is a nice complement to some of the stuff we were talking about early human history. Okay, so this video, I've seen this one before, so this isn't a first time viewing style reaction, but just for this tester video, I wanted to pick a video that, you know, I've learned and gotten a lot of out of myself, and I thought that the students would find super interesting. All copyright information you can see on the right there. Today our closest living relatives are chimps. We share a common ancestor that lived 7 million years ago. See, already that's mind-blowing. Right, but we have much closer relatives, hominids, that are no longer living. Okay, so this video is going to show some really neat stuff about the fossil record. Awesome instrumental background music, eh? Okay, so keep in mind the skull location represents where the fossils are found, and then the kind of glow around it represents how the range of that species, so how far from they think that their kind of environment, or their range would be like their geographic distance, a measure of geographic distance. You probably already knew that, but these graphics are so cool. Canine teeth are similar to early apes. Walking upright? Bipedal? When I'm shaking my head too, I'm not disagreeing with any of this. It makes you scratch your head. It makes you, man, the history of natural history is just so complex and so deep. Bipedalism 6 million years ago. Million years. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah. We were walking on 2 feet before we had the current big brains. That's weird that there's this kind of relative blank for now. They were walking upright but still in trees. Oh, those graphics are so awesome. Australopithecus, 4 million years ago. By this time, it's not grasping trees. See? Cool. So you've seen that range? Australopithecus is actually pretty big. Pretty big glow, pink glow. Australopithecus. Okay, let's see. Sometimes the range overlapped and they may have met. Talk about one of the most interesting documentaries that'll like never be made, is like, or maybe through genetics or through some kind of fossil find we'll learn more, but yeah, how interesting, if we could have had video cameras back then to see those two tribes, some of their first contacts with each other. If they even, before those contacts, if they had even heard of each other. Like 3 million years ago, hominins were living in southern Africa. Australopithecus, again at the beginning of that word. That's interesting. Tools allowed adapting to new environments, right? We talked about that. First known stone tools in Ethiopia. Homo habilis. That might have been what the species that made those, or they may have been produced by Homo habilis. So now these are all alive at this time. That's so mind-blowing. Homo erectus. 2 million years ago, Homo erectus, the first hominin to migrate out of Africa. Wow. Yeah, lots of human-like traits, the large brain, dexterous fingers, just pink one. Long bipedal legs. Human traits by this point. So this is, not quite 2 million years ago. Now we're at 800,000 years ago, cooking with fire. We see the Neanderthals, the Homo nodali, the Hobbit people. Or no, sorry, that's not them. The Nodali, remember we talked about them in classes. They were those ones that, I might even showed a video about it, but it was that one where there was that, my daughter and wife were watching the old Robin Hood cartoon upstairs, and you can just hear them talking a bit, but yeah, we talked about that Homo nodali cave where there was that really narrow piece, and they got in there and they found this huge wealth of a rich fossil find. Oh, the Francis, that's the Hobbit people. Homo sapiens lived alongside and interbreeded with other hominid species. It just says that. Homo sapiens were highly adaptable, filling every geographic niche. Climate pressures, competition, aka war or resource fighting. Although ancient hominids are now extinct, they remain our closest relatives in the family tree. So, much closer to us than like chimps. Look at how it started with that. Presented all that information, it ends back with the same full circle image. So again, that's what I would kind of do is, I don't know if I'm being nervous in this one, but I just know that you're going to be deciding if you want to let me use these videos or not, but I just think you guys have so many cool, I'm the most interested in these kind of videos, these infographic style ones. There's another one on the human population. You have a lot of, and some of the stuff around dinosaurs and space, but my students are super interested in stuff like technology and psychology, and early primates. And I think as my technology gets a bit better, and I get, like right now I'm in the basement lab, but once I get my setup better, it's like I think I could add some interesting insights and kind of also be showing your content in a way that I think respects it. So anyways, that's exactly 10 minutes. I'm going to cut it off here. I hope you think that's cool. And students, if you saw this, then that means that the American Museum of Natural History, not national, the American Museum of Natural History, you know, those are those awesome museums you go to that have the dinosaurs and the whales, and sometimes they'll have like an Egyptian exhibit, and sometimes they have, just endless amounts of interesting stuff. So anyways, guys, take care, and that's all for now. Cheers.